it's the Warhipster here, coming at you with another Contrast Plus painting tutorial, and today we are painting the magnificent, the boastful, the arrogant, the wonderful Brute Ragerz. They are absolutely fabulous. Look at them. Those weapons, man. Whew. I'm such a big fan of these. I think they look absolutely amazing, and they've been sent to me early by Games Workshop to build up and paint for all of you. And that's really cool of them, so thank you very much to them. And well, I think we should jump in and we should start painting them. They've been primed in Wraithbone, and the first color we're going to be using is Gutrippa Flesh. Now we are going to mostly focus on the one in the middle here, but when it comes to doing things like those weapons, we will of course point out the individual details, but otherwise they're fairly similar to one another. So as mentioned, they've been primed in Wraithbone, and the colour we're going to be using first is Gutrippa Flesh, and we're going to be applying this over the top of all of their skin. So I'm just going to start right in here on this pectoral, and we're just going to start applying this over the top of all of the flesh. You want to move quite quickly here because we've got quite large open areas of the skin, of course, but Gutrippa Flesh is quite a lovely paint to work with, so as long as you move reasonably fast, you should be fine in terms of avoiding that coffee staining, those weird drying lines, as I often call it. So with all that Gutrippa Flesh applied, we're then going to take some Ironjawz Yellow, and we're going to apply this over the top of the yellow sections of the armour. So we're not going to do this over all of it, because we do actually have those three colours going on, the silver and the black and the yellow. So what we're going to do is we're going to apply the Ironjawz Yellow over the top of the kind of the boots and the shin guards. Like this. I'm going to get in here and do it on the hip as well. But we're going to avoid the knee, and then we're going to apply it here on a little spike, like that. And then on the tummy we've got two little bits of yellow just here and right in there, like that. I'm going to replicate this on the other leg. So with that now done, what we're going to do is we're going to take some Black Legion, and we're going to apply this over the top of their trousers, their fingernails, and some pieces of armor. So for example, on this one, we're going to apply this over this knee pad here, as well as the tummy armor. So with that Black Legion all applied, we're then going to take some Cygor Brown. I'm going to apply this over the top of his belt. Like so. We'll do the other side, but what we're also going to apply this over the top of is his little tabard. So with that done, we're then going to take some Velupus Pink. And we're going to apply this over the tongue. With that Volupus Pink applied, we're then going to take some Agrax Earthshade and we're going to apply this over the top of any of the kind of wrapping that they have on their arms and legs. We're going to apply this over the top of the wrapping on the weapons as well. And we're also going to apply this over the teeth. So with that done, we're now going to take some thinned down Iron Warriors and we're going to apply this over the top of all our remaining details. And this is going to include the entirety of the weapon on all three of our Ragers. So with all that Iron Warriors applied, and as you can see we've done it all over the weapons on the other one as well, what we're going to do now is we're going to add some shades because we've got all of our base coats on. And the first of these shades is going to be some Biel-Tan Green. I'm going to apply this all over the top of the skin. So with that Biel-Tan Green applied, we're then going to take some Nuln Oil and we're going to use this to shade the black. And with that Nuln Oil applied, we're then going to take Seraphim Sepia and we're going to use this to shade all the yellow. And with that then done, we're going to take some Agrax Earthshade. I'm going to use this to shade all of the silver. So with that then done, what we're going to do is we're going to take some black Templar and we're going to apply this over the top of the kind of the larger sections of our shaded metal here, just avoiding the little spikes, as we want these to be really dark. So with that done, our Ragerz are now what I would call a Warhipster battle ready, and they're already looking pretty cool. However, we're not going to leave them there, of course not. No, we're going to take them to the next level, and we're going to do this by adding some layers and some highlights. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some thinned down Orruk Flesh. I'm going to use this to effectively relayer the skin, avoiding any of the recesses, to just kind of smooth it out, add a little bit of extra colour in there, make them just kind of very nice and vibrantly green. So with that now done, what we're going to do is we're going to take some thinned down Ogryn Camo. I'm going to use this to highlight all the skin. So with that then done, we're going to take some Ionrach Skin, and we're just going to use this to pick out the sharpest points in the flesh, such as the kind of corners and ridges around the face, as well as any veins or anything like that. Just like that sort of thing. So with that then done, we're going to take a tiny little amount of Evil Sunz Scarlet, and we're going to apply this over the top of their eyeballs. Just like that. Except not on this guy, because he's missing an eye. So with that all done, we're going to move on from the skin and faces for now, and what we're going to do is we're going to take some thinned down Phalanx Yellow, and we're going to use this to highlight all the yellow armor. Now do make sure that you're watching out for any kind of imperfections in the plate. There's lots of kind of craggy lines over the top of the flat sections. It's not just the outside here. That's one of the things that makes them look so good. So for example, down here on the foot, you can see a little bit of kind of, not battle damage, but it is an imperfection. So with that all done, what we're then going to do is we're going to take some thinned down Dawnstone, and we're going to use this to highlight all of our black armour. We're not going to use this to highlight the trousers. So with that Dawnstone applied to all of the black armour, we've actually also done it on the black sections of these weapons here as well. But what we're going to do now is we're going to take some thinned down Administratum Grey. I'm going to apply this to the sharpest points on those hard black details. So this is going to include on those weapons as well. Just like this. We're looking for little dots and things at the apexes and sharp corners. Just like this. So with that done, they're all looking pretty cool. So I want to give you a quick update on all three. But what we're going to do now is we're going to take some thinned down Baneblade Brown, and we're going to use this to highlight the soft black details, such as their trousers. This might not look like it's particularly going to work at first, but trust me, it does. Just going to pick up those stitches first and foremost. And then we're going to pick out the prominent edges and folds in the trousers. So with that done, we're now going to take some thinned down Ironbreaker. I'm going to use this to highlight all of the silver. When it comes to the blades and things like that, we're just going to do these little lines going across the cutting edge. Just like that sort of thing. So with that done, the Brute Ragerz are pretty much finished, as you can see. Here's one, here is another, and here is a third. However, there is one last thing that we can do, and that is to add some little tattoos here and there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some Black Legion, and firstly, on this guy here in particular, what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of Black Legion just going across the eye socket, going into the eye socket, and then coming down like that. Then on the shoulder, what we're going to do is we're going to draw in those little kind of teeth-like things that they have. So just here, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a little kind of awkward tooth shape. like that sort of thing. And then just here we're going to draw a slightly bigger one. So again, just like that sort of thing. I'm going to draw another one just here. And then we're going to do another one just over here, but slightly smaller. Just like that sort of thing. In addition, what you can also do is you can do the little kind of lightning type things that they have, and for this I recommend turning the model around this way so that you've got a lot of control here. And then just over this kind of peck, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a tiny little line sort of starting around about there, like this. Then we're going to do a hard angle, and another hard angle, just like that sort of thing. And then we're just going to do a couple more underneath it. Just like that.
Sometimes it's the little things, and sometimes it's the simplest things, but here we have both little thing and simple thing, and they are so very, very, very simple that they are probably one of my favourite models of the year. I don't know why, they just really appeal to me. I don't know what it is, but the Brute Ragerz are finished, and I think they look phenomenal. They're a really, really wonderful little unit, and I can honestly see myself doing many, many more of them. They're great. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to support me a little bit further, you absolutely can do. Head over to patreon.com/Warhipster, just like all of these wonderful, amazing people have done. And you can also become a YouTube channel member, just like this incredible bunch of folks scrolling up on the screen before you. There's a hell of a lot of you. And, well, I can't do this without you. YouTube and Patreon, you guys absolutely keep the lights on and make all of this worth it. Thank you so much to all of you for everything you do. And if you really like this video and you want to send me a little thanks, just click on the thanks button just below this video. Don't forget to share it, like it, comment on it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And to make sure you stay up to date, don't forget to click the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon in the next one. Happy wargaming.